People across the Treasure Valley are gearing up for a party this Super Bowl Sunday.
Hopefully all have a plan to get home safely that night, but they may not think about the next morning. Anna Silver has a warning about driving the day after a night of drinking.
Good morning. Many fans will be out celebrating Sunday night, but of course for most, Monday is still a work day. And experts I spoke with say just because you sleep it off for a few hours doesn't guarantee you're sober drive to work in the morning.
Sadly, everybody that arrives in my care after receiving a DUI thought that they were sober, thought that they were not impaired, thought that they were fine.
Jason Coombs, CEO of Brickhouse Recovery in Meridian, sees firsthand the effects of drinking and driving.
I'm currently treating some nurses and some CEOs of companies and some executive level employees of big businesses, and they oftentimes find themselves in this same scenario where they will party with their business associates the night before on a weekend, and they try to sober up for a few hours.
A problem that he says often lingers from the night before.
And they get behind the wheel and they think in their mind that they're okay and that they're sober to go, but they're still impaired, and so they're the ones that end up getting DUIs and they land in treatment or jail.
Master Corporal Jeff Jane with Idaho State Police says trying to sleep off the booze for a few hours could still land you in jail.
When you use the term buzzed or hungover, oftentimes people are lulled into a false sense of security where they believe they're at a lower limit and therefore no longer a danger.
That's because you could technically still wake up with a .08 blood alcohol content or higher.
They can't measure whether or not it's been reduced enough to be below the statutory limit. And again, that's an 08 for adults, that's 04 for commercial drivers, and an 02 for anyone under 21.
And according to Dr. Andrew, a St. Luke's emergency department physician, your body can only metabolize alcohol so fast.
The body can process about 1 drink per hour. That's how fast it metabolizes. And depending on how late you got to bed and how recently you drank, that can impact how quickly you can recover.
It also depends on multiple other factors.
It includes gender, it includes muscle mass, it includes your age, it includes other things you might have taken that day, how well fed you are. If you're still feeling the effects in the morning, you're probably not safe to drive. And even if the alcohol, if you took the alcohol level or a .02, and technically if you blew into a breathalyzer, you wouldn't register as being, over the legal limit, of course, you still just might have effects. You're still dehydrated, your reaction times aren't as quick.
A 2013 study at a Dutch university asked drivers to take a test both after a night without drinking and after a night of drinking. Those participants said while hungover, they could tell that they were driving poorly, were more tense, and it took more effort to focus. And that was after researchers made sure their BAC was 0. Live in studio, Anna Silver, 6 on your side.